Over 55. These 4 nuts may harm your health, but 4 others can boost your brain, heart, and strength every day. Number 1 is pine nuts, the medication disruptor. If you're over 55, there's one tiny nut that might be quietly interfering with your health, and you probably haven't even noticed. We're talking about pine nuts. These small seeds might seem gourmet, even healthy, but the truth is, they can be surprisingly risky for older adults. Let's start with what most people don't know. Pine nuts can interfere with common medications. Research published in Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics shows that compounds in pine nuts can affect how your liver metabolizes drugs, especially statins, antidepressants, and blood pressure medications. For anyone taking multiple prescriptions, this interaction could mean your medication isn't working as it should, or worse, is building up to dangerous levels in your system. And then there's pine mouth syndrome. Some people who eat pine nuts develop a strange metallic or bitter taste that lasts for days. For older adults, this can reduce appetite, cause nausea, and lead to unintentional weight loss, which can quickly become a serious issue if you're already eating less than usual. Now, pine nuts are high in polyunsaturated fats, which are usually beneficial. But when they go rancid, and they do so quickly, those fats oxidize, producing compounds that may increase inflammation in the body. That means more joint pain, mental fog, or cardiovascular stress for people already managing age-related conditions. And there's one more hidden danger: choking. Pine nuts may be small, but their slick, hard texture can make them difficult to swallow, especially for people with dry mouth, dentures, or weakened swallowing reflexes, all common after 55. So what's the bottom line? Well, pine nuts aren't inherently toxic. They're not senior-friendly. If you use them in salads or pesto, enjoy them occasionally, but don't make them a daily snack. Safer alternatives like walnuts, pistachios, or sunflower seeds offer similar texture and taste, but with fewer risks. Still think that tiny handful of pine nuts is harmless? Think again. Your medications, your energy, and your appetite may depend on it. Number 2 is cashews, sweet, soft, and silently risky. There's something comforting about a handful of cashews. They're soft, creamy, and feel like a safer choice compared to crunchier, harder nuts. But if you're over 55, it's time to take a closer look. Cashews might seem friendly, but they come with a hidden price, especially for your bones, kidneys, blood sugar, and weight. Let's start with a little-known issue: oxalates. Cashews are naturally high in these compounds, which bind to calcium in your digestive tract and block it from being absorbed into your bones. That's a real problem after age 50, when bone density naturally starts to decline. Even if you're eating calcium-rich foods or taking supplements, oxalates can keep that calcium from ever reaching where it's needed. Over time, this increases your risk of osteoporosis, balance issues, and fractures from even minor falls. Then there's blood sugar. Cashews may not taste sweet, but they contain more carbohydrates than most nuts, around 9 grams per ounce. For seniors with prediabetes or diabetes, this can cause post-meal glucose spikes that stress your circulation, especially in your feet, eyes, and kidneys. And because cashews are lower in fiber, the sugar hits your bloodstream faster, which may lead to energy, crashes, cravings, and over time, insulin resistance. Now let's talk about texture. Many people think cashews are easy to chew, and while they may feel soft, they're actually one of the most commonly aspirated nuts in older adults. That means they can accidentally slip into your airway, especially if you have dry mouth, dentures, or slowed swallowing. All common concerns in aging, and it doesn't stop there. Most commercial cashews are roasted in oil and heavily salted, which adds sodium and inflammatory fats that quietly raise your blood pressure and increase your risk of heart strain. And thanks to their creamy texture, Cashews are easy to overeat, a problem when your metabolism naturally slows and maintaining a healthy weight gets harder. So, what's the takeaway? Cashews aren't toxic, but they are far from ideal as a daily snack for seniors. If you enjoy them, do so occasionally in small portions, and always choose raw, unsalted varieties. Number 3 is macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb. They're rich, buttery, and often labeled as heart-healthy. But macadamia nuts may not be as gentle on your aging body as you think. If you're over 55, and especially if you're watching your weight, cholesterol, or gallbladder health, macadamias could be quietly adding stress where you don't need it. Let's start with the numbers. Macadamia nuts are the most calorie-dense nut out there, with roughly 200 calories and 22 grams of fat per ounce. That's a small handful with a big impact. And while some of those fats are monounsaturated and helpful in moderation, macadamias also contain high levels of saturated fat, around 3 grams per serving. That's enough to potentially raise LDL cholesterol, especially in older adults with existing heart concerns. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition notes that high saturated fat diets in seniors are linked to arterial stiffness, reduced blood flow, and higher risk of hypertension, all major concerns after 55. So while macadamias may seem heart-friendly, they could be doing more harm than good if consumed regularly. Now let's talk about digestive stress. That ultra-rich texture makes macadamias harder to break down, especially if you have slower metabolism, a sensitive gallbladder, or a weakened digestive system, all of which become more common with age. In fact, for the 15% of seniors with undiagnosed gallstones, high-fat foods like macadamias can even trigger painful gallbladder attacks. Then, there's the dental danger. Macadamias are hard and dense, which can put pressure on weakened teeth, crowns, or dentures. Biting down the wrong way could mean a cracked filling or damaged dental work. Not what anyone wants later in life. And finally, there's the issue of portion control. Macadamias are delicious and easy to overeat, but the combination of high calories and low fiber means they don't fill you up for long, leading to snacking that silently adds weight over time. Weight gain after 55 is harder to reverse, and every extra pound increases pressure on your joints and heart. If you love the flavor of macadamias, treat them like a rare indulgence, not a daily habit. Keep your serving small, and choose raw, unsalted versions when possible. Number 4 is peanuts. Aflatoxins and inflammation in disguise. They're in your kitchen, your peanut butter jar, and probably your childhood memories. But if you're over 55, it's time to take a hard look at peanuts, because they may be doing silent harm to your liver, blood vessels, and even your medications. To start, peanuts aren't actually nuts. They're legumes which grow underground. That's a problem because it makes them especially prone to a mold called Aspergillus, which produces aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds linked to liver damage, immune suppression, and even cancer. For older adults, this is a bigger concern because the liver becomes less efficient with age, making it harder to clear harmful substances like these from the body. But there's more. Peanuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids, and while we do need some omega-6, most diets today are far too high in them, especially when not balanced by enough omega-3s. This imbalance fuels chronic inflammation, which contributes to joint stiffness, brain fog, and cardiovascular strain, symptoms that can creep in with age and quietly get worse over time. And if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, you should know that peanuts also contain vitamin K, which directly affects blood clotting. That means peanuts could interfere with your medication, leading to either clotting risk or excessive bleeding, depending on how your body responds. Now, think about peanut butter. Even the natural brands can be loaded with added sugar, salt, and hydrogenated oils, which increase blood pressure, promote inflammation, and burden your heart and arteries. On top of that, dry roasted peanuts, a popular form, often contain acrylamides, compounds that may negatively affect brain health and nerve function. And here's one last issue: oxidation. The fats in peanuts can turn rancid quickly if not stored properly, especially in warm conditions. Oxidized fats generate free radicals, which age your cells faster and contribute to cognitive decline. Number 5 is Brazil nuts, the thyroid guardian. When it comes to powerful health boosters, few foods deliver as much in just one bite as Brazil nuts. For seniors over 55, these rich, creamy nuts offer something truly special: natural support for your thyroid, metabolism, mood, and even nerve health, all from just one nut a day. Let's talk about what makes Brazil nuts so unique: selenium. This trace mineral is essential for activating thyroid hormones, which regulate energy, temperature, weight, and mental clarity. As we age, thyroid function can slow, often without us even noticing. Fatigue, weight gain, and low mood may seem like just getting older, but in reality, they can be signs of underactive thyroid. And here's the good news: just one Brazil nut contains over 130% of your daily selenium needs. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, seniors with adequate selenium levels showed better thyroid performance, faster metabolism, and improved mood stability. But the benefits don't stop there. Selenium is also crucial for protecting nerve cells. It supports the production of glutathione, the body's master antioxidant, which helps prevent damage to the myelin sheath, the protective layer around nerves that naturally thins with age. By protecting your nerves, selenium may help preserve reflexes, memory, and even reaction time. Brazil nuts also support cardiovascular health, thanks to their content of healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. They may help reduce LDL cholesterol, ease inflammation, and even improve blood vessel flexibility, especially when combined with a heart-smart diet. So, how much should you eat? This is one case where less is more. Because Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium, eating just 1 to 2 nuts per day is enough. More than that, especially on a regular basis, can lead to selenium overload, which may cause fatigue, hair thinning, or digestive upset. Choose raw, unsalted Brazil nuts and store them in the refrigerator to prevent their delicate oils from going rancid. If you prefer variety, try chopping 1 Brazil nut into your oatmeal, smoothie, or salad. You'll get the benefit without overdoing it. You don't need supplements. Sometimes a single nut has all your thyroid needs. So what's the smart move? If you enjoy the taste of peanut butter, switch to almond or sunflower seed butter, both of which offer a better nutrient profile without the aflatoxin and inflammation risks. Number 6 is almonds, the bone builder and heart helper. If you're over 55 and want a daily snack that works hard to support your bones, muscles, heart, and brain, almonds may be your best ally. Behind their simple crunch lies a powerful combination of nutrients perfectly suited to your changing body. Let's start with the bones. After age 50, bone loss naturally accelerates, making fractures and falls more likely. Almonds are rich in calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for bone strength and density. Magnesium helps guide calcium into your bones, while keeping it out of soft tissues like arteries, where it can cause stiffness and circulation issues. In fact, research in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that seniors with higher dietary magnesium intake had stronger bones and a lower risk of osteoporosis, even when overall calcium intake remained the same. But bones aren't the only beneficiaries. Almonds are also loaded with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects your brain cells, supports skin elasticity, and boosts immune defense. And here's the real bonus: The brown skin of almonds contains flavonoids that work in tandem with vitamin E, doubling their antioxidant power and offering protection against age-related memory decline. Almonds also contribute to heart health. Their healthy monounsaturated fats help reduce LDL cholesterol and improve arterial flexibility. Combined with their fiber and protein, almonds also help stabilize blood sugar levels and support digestive regularity, two issues that often become more important as we age. So how much do you need? A handful? About 15 to 20 almonds per day is enough. Choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted almonds and chew thoroughly, especially if you wear dentures or have a dry mouth. If whole almonds are difficult to manage, try sliced almonds, almond butter, or lightly soaked almonds for easier chewing. And remember, always go for almonds with the skin on. That's where most of the cognitive and cardiovascular benefits are concentrated. Almonds aren't just a snack. They're daily protection for your bones, brain, and heart. A small handful each day can help you stay stronger, steadier, and sharper well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Number 7 is pistachios, the circulation and vision champion. If you're over 55 and looking for a snack that supports not just your heart, but also your vision, blood sugar, and even mental focus, look no further than pistachios. These vibrant green nuts may be small, but their health benefits are anything but. Let's begin with one of the most important issues as we age: blood pressure. Pistachios are rich in potassium, a mineral that helps relax blood vessels and flush excess sodium from the body. According to a study published in Hypertension, adults over 50 who ate pistachios daily saw a noticeable drop in systolic blood pressure, comparable to results seen with some mild medications, but without side effects. Pistachios also contain L-arginine, an amino acid that helps improve blood vessel flexibility and circulation. That means better oxygen delivery to your muscles and brain, which supports balance, energy, and mental clarity, all crucial for staying independent as you age. But perhaps one of the most overlooked benefits of pistachios is their ability to support eye health. They're one of the few nuts rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that concentrate in the macula of the eye and protect against age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in adults over 60. Keeping your vision strong helps prevent falls, confusion, and loss of daily function. Let's not forget blood sugar balance. Pistachios have a powerful mix of fiber, protein, and healthy fats, which helps prevent spikes and crashes in energy, making them especially valuable for seniors managing prediabetes or diabetes. And here's something you may not expect. The act of shelling pistachios actually helps slow your eating pace. This promotes mindful snacking, improves digestion, and reduces the risk of overeating. In fact, researchers from the International Journal of Obesity found that people who ate in-shell pistachios consumed fewer calories overall, thanks to the visual cue of empty shells. Aim for about 1 ounce per day, roughly 49 shelled pistachios. Choose dry roasted, unsalted versions to avoid added sodium, and store them in an airtight container to preserve freshness. Pistachios, your underrated ally for heart, vision, blood sugar, and brain. Number 8 is walnuts, the brain's best friend. It's no coincidence that walnuts look like a brain, because they're one of the best foods you can eat to protect your memory, focus, and cognitive health, especially after 55. If you're looking to stay sharp, balanced, and emotionally steady as you age, walnuts truly deliver. Let's start with what makes them so special. ALA, omega-3 fatty acids. Walnuts are the only common tree nut that's rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that nourishes brain cell membranes, reduces inflammation, and supports healthy communication between neurons. According to research in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, Older adults who regularly ate walnuts scored higher on tests for cognitive function, attention, and processing speed. But the benefits don't stop there. Walnuts are packed with polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that fight oxidative stress, one of the major contributors to neurodegeneration. These antioxidants are able to cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning they don't just help your body. They actively protect your brain tissue from damage. Walnuts also contain melatonin, the natural hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. As we age, melatonin levels decline, which can lead to restless nights and fatigue. Eating a few walnuts in the evening may gently support better sleep quality, helping you wake up with more energy and mental clarity. Let's not forget about mood. Studies have linked regular walnut consumption with lower rates of depression and improved emotional stability, likely due to their omega-3s antioxidants and amino acids that support neurotransmitter function. And while walnuts are best known for brain health, they also help your heart. Walnuts lower LDL cholesterol, reduce inflammation in blood vessels, and improve circulation, all of which also benefit brain function by ensuring steady blood flow to your head. So how many should you eat? About 7 to 9 walnut halves per day is all you need. That's enough to get the brain benefits without overdoing calories. Choose raw or lightly toasted walnuts and store them in the refrigerator, as their healthy fats are delicate and can go rancid at room temperature.